It is July the 29th. My name is David Walterman. I'm an independent loan officer with Ease Mortgage. I help people get pre-approved for a home purchase, help them find the best loan for their exact scenario, shop the best rates, and support them through the entire home buying and home loan process. We're seeing a really nice rally in the bond market today, where 10-year treasuries are down 8 basis points and 30-year bonds are up 21 basis points. Today is the start of a 2-day Fed meeting, and we know that Jerome Powell is under a lot of pressure to cut rates. There are currently at least 2 voting members that would vote to cut rates even today. Let's see if Jerome's stubborn short-sightedness finally gives way to a much-needed Fed funds rate cut. I've been asked a lot lately about investment properties. Is it a good time to buy an investment property? Should I pull money out of my current home to buy an investment property? And if I was buying an investment property, what's the best loan to use? Let me do my best to answer all 3 of these questions. Is it a good time to buy an investment property? I would say yes. I think it's a good time to buy any type of real estate. We're seeing a current pause or pullback on the demand and also a softening in price. And we're seeing homes sit on the market longer. This makes it a great time for buyers to negotiate better terms, a better price, maybe even seller concessions that the buyer can use to help cover closing costs or even buy their interest rate down. 2, should I take equity from my current home to buy an investment property? As you know, there's 2 different ways you can pull cash out from your current property, either through a cash out refinance or a HELOC or HE loan. The best option depends on a few factors, the main one being, what is your current interest rate? If you're one of the lucky ones with a 2.5% on your mortgage right now, you probably don't want to touch that. In that case, looking at a HELOC or HE loan would probably be your best bet. But regardless of the way you pull or access cash from your home, the answer to the question will be different for different people with different goals. I'll just say this, if you can access cash from your home and leverage it to buy another large appreciating asset, especially one where a tenant is paying your mortgage, that sounds like a pretty good deal. And finally, if you are buying an investment property, what is the best loan to use? I would suggest looking at the DSCR loan, debt service coverage ratio. Why? Because it's simple. The application process is simple. There are less documents needed. It will close faster. So what makes it so simple? Well, for one, there's no employment or income needed for this loan. There's no DTI or debt to income ratio. You're not bringing your income and current debt load into the formula. Your mortgage payment, car payments, credit card payments don't matter. This loan's qualification is based solely upon the rental income from the property you're buying. That's it. The fair market rent will be determined through an appraisal, which will give the overall value of the property plus the fair market rent schedule based on comps in the area. And it can be either short-term rental or long-term rental income. And bottom line, if the rental income covers the mortgage payment, you've got a deal. So banks are looking for a ratio. Remember, it's a debt service coverage ratio. The ratio they're looking for is a 1.0 or higher. How do you get that ratio? You get it by dividing the income by the expenses. For instance, if you have a property with a fair market rental income is $3,000 a month and your mortgage payment is $2,800 a month, your ratio would be a 1.07. Anything over a 1.0 means you have positive cash flow. A couple things to consider. This has to be an investment property. You cannot use this loan on a primary residence. You'll need a FICO score of at least a 640 or higher, and you'll need 20% down. There are a few banks that will do 15% down, but it's more dependent upon that ratio of a 1.0 or higher. If you have questions about the DSCR loan or any other type of loan, you'll find a link to my website in my bio and all of my contact information there. I'm always happy to help.